Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are ready to deploy again. Our bankruptcy is projected, but we're super close to being able to make that money, or have that money. Honestly, we could just sell a little bit, and we would be there. But I think we're just going to deploy, and I'm looking, ideally, for another bit of a milk run to make that actually happen here. Now, this is a Lance tonnage maximum. Okay. I think that we're probably going to go for something like this capture base mission. I would like to get our opinion with the Lyrans up a little bit more. That would be very, very nice. The Operation Quiet Urban Mech might be an interesting option as well, but this pays exactly the same and we have better salvage on Operation Quickfish, so I think that's going to be what we're going to go for. I am suddenly noticing all of these are named very similarly. Is that a new thing? I don't know. I don't read the patch notes. Let's negotiate this. We're going to take this all the way up to the maximum here. This amount of payment should, in theory, be sufficient for us. Yes, the Panther and the Spectre are both underweight. That is expected. Scrub can be in the Spectre. There you go. And then we can have Sketchy in the Assassin, Phantom in the Centurion, Mallard in the Panther. And then I think we'll probably bring Varingian in the Clint. Yes, he's going to be low morale, but that's okay. We do need to get more mech warriors, but we need cash to do that so that we can expand the Argo. Yes, I'm aware. This is fine. This capture base in the lowlands should be a nice, easy milk run for us to start making some money back. Because we've had a lot of expenditures lately, that's for sure. But the fact that we can drop a second Lance, and in theory up to 2 vehicles as well, is a big, big deal. We do need to get the vehicles to do that, though. The question is, does it matter what vehicles we get? Absolutely it matters. I want vehicles that are going to be able to sit back and be largely indirect fire support. I want them to be sitting way back in safety and not taking fire, but dishing it out. But for right now, we need to take back the Ancestral Fortress. A Lyran family lost a large area of land on Epsilon Eridani thanks to dubious legal maneuvering by Davian agents. This land includes an important ancestral military base. We need this base taken back from Davian and held until this can be sorted out. I don't buy the Ancestral Fortress part of this, but the legal maneuverings check out, Commander. A merc company coming in could resolve this quickly and prevent a large-scale conflict. Indeed.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, interesting drop point. We've got some help. Sounds good. Making our way up through here. I see. We could potentially get torn up by artillery if they've got any on the approach, but this is still likely to be our best bet. Actually, we could deploy right up here. And so we shall. And our allies deployed up here. They've got a Whitworth and a Hornet, and a Scorpion and a Hunter. That's pretty good, actually. We'll get that fortress scouted nice and quick. Okay. We're going to move up to here with the Spectre. Oh, that's different. There's now a number indicating how many evasive pips we get. This is the Ancestral Fortress? This looks like a modern operational military base to me. I don't like this. Watch for enemy reinforcements, Commander. Well, there aren't any enemies right now, so I would assume that there will be reinforcements. Yeah, I kind of like how they tell you how many evasive pips you'll get. It's kind of redundant because you can see the number of pips, but at the same time, I'm not sure that I would have guessed that that was 18 pips. I would have just guessed that that was a ton of pips. Is that really 18? I don't know. It's easier to tell at a glance, so I guess it might not be too bad. I can get used to it.
Roger.
Okay, we're going to occupy that base.
Location confirmed.
we don't know where the enemy reinforcements are going to come in from, so we're just going to kind of move around like that. We do know that they're going to come in now, though. Right? I have no idea where the enemies are. I don't want to stray too far from the base.
Roger that.
They'll probably drop this round, is my guess.
Acknowledged.
We're just going to kind of run around a little bit, spread out our sensors.
Heads up, Commander.
Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, so they're up here. It's a Recon Pegasus. Okay. Dual SRM-4, medium laser Exostar.
Aye, aye.
We can take care of that, I think. We can... Ooh, that's actually really good positioning by this guy. Look at that. That's insane. Okay, we can just position here. They're going to have to come forward to attack us. They certainly will. But this is the assassin, so that's fine. Good shooting. And by good shooting, I mean awful shooting. Okay. That's a mongoose, a clint, and a wasp. It's really not that threatening. And they're positioning strangely.
I await your command.
They're positioning quite strangely, in fact.
I'm your spaniel. Got it, Commander.
I should have thought of that. Well, that barrage is going to be interesting. We'll see how we can utilize that.
Ready to rock.
Centurion is going to come up here,
10-4.
and we're going to see about doing some damage to this Pegasus. Hopefully we can kill it.
Fun time.
The Whitworth is firing on the mongoose, and it actually did 3 damage. We'll take that.
Ready for
Okay, the Spectre is going to go ahead and just, I think, pop out into these woods over here.
I copy.
The question is, would we rather attack this mongoose? Absolutely not, is the answer. Okay. Hornet is attacking the Pegasus and doing nothing. Fine. The Hunter is attacking the Pegasus and does no damage. Okay.
Ready for order.
Well, we're going to have to move in with the Panther, and we can't really bring the Panther to bear right now because of this guy's positioning. Like I said, the positioning of this Pegasus is actually pretty good. They have a thumper on that Scorpion. See, that's the kind of thing that I want in our vehicle, Lance. Okay.
Orders.
I'm going to head up this way with the Spectre. This is actually an interesting position here.
Acknowledged. 3
evasive pips, so we're not too in danger. We have rear arc on this mongoose and on this wasp. Who do we want to hit? The mongoose, we have 25% on the ER medium, 20% on the ER medium. Versus basically the same on the pulses, so we're going to hit the mongoose.
Giving them everything I've got.
Okay, some damage there.
Standing by.
The assassin is also going to come up on this same flank, though.
Hauling ass.
Excellent. Light this guy up. Okay.
I'm ready.
The Clint also can come up on this same flank. Now, we are going to be running into some potential issues with Stray Shot, but I'm not too concerned about that.
Firing at enemy 6.
I more want to get these rear arc attacks off. Okay, the Hornet fires on the Pegasus, does nothing. That's fine. We'll see what the Davians decide to do here. Nothing. That's a whole lot of nothing. The Wasp positioned itself interestingly there. And the reason I say that
Your order, skipper.
is because the Centurion can come up over here.
10-4.
Do we go for the Pegasus or the Wasp? Obviously the Wasp. Leg destruction, maybe? Not quite, but it was close.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Okay. Now their mongoose is going to move. It'll move through the fire, but I don't expect that'll slow it down much. Fired on the assassin. Did 10 damage. Not relevant.
Hey there.
Okay, the Panther... its options are very limited because of this barrage.
Let's get airborne.
Okay. We'll just bring it to bear next turn. That'll be fine. Pegasus moves back, fires on the assassin. That one actually did some damage. Okay.
Systems holding.
Those SRMs do a lot. 15 each. Those are some powerful SRMs. And it also hit the medium laser, so that was a fair chunk of damage, actually. Whitworth firing on the Wasp. Did a little damage there. Took out an SRM too. I guess we'll take that. There's that barrage. Absolutely useless. In fact, it hit the Whitworth. Okay. Well, he got into that. That's not our problem. Wow, only 5 damage there. That was really lucky for us. Because that mongoose had a lot of rolls there. The Clint fires on the Spectre. Does a little bit of damage to the assassin.
Stop.
I'm okay with it.
Embarrassing yourself. I'm here.
Okay, so the Clint can now get into melee. The question is, oh, we can actually kick this mongoose rear arc. Our hit odds are a bit low, but we can do it.
Roll
We'll
it.
give it a go. Okay, we hit the kick. It lost its evasive before we fired. Ooh. It's all because we hit the kick.
One less target.
That is 100% because we hit the kick. That caused him to lose his evasive pips, which caused the autocannon to hit, which caused the autocannon to kill him. Very nice. Wasp fires on the assassin. Doesn't do anything. Okay.
Skipper.
We're going to move up with the Centurion here. Now, I would love to get in rear arc of this Wasp. There is a spot there. Where was that? Here. It's not the best hit odds. Actually, it's pretty good hit odds.
Engage target. Critical hit.
That was indeed a critical hit. Nice.
Standing by.
We're going to move in with the Spectre. Now, I would love to get in behind this Pegasus. And actually, we can. We can get in, kick the Pegasus, rear arc, and fire on it with all those lasers. We might be better off going for that right arc, though. Let's see, that would be on the left side. So we would want this arc if we wanted to hit here. That's a charge. We could punch, but we wouldn't fire any of these pulses, would we? No, we would not. If we want to kick, it has to be on a different arc. So we're going to go for rear arc and hope that our lasers hit here.
Move order received.
Okay, we hit the melee attack, and that actually did the trick. Fair enough.
Commander.
Okay, the assassin is now free to move in to this side flank of the Wasp. We can't get in behind
On
it,
the move.
but that's okay.
Let's see how you like this.
That's another hit,
Reporting.
and an ejection. Okay. Well, this is turning very quickly.
One less target.
Need something, Chief?
We'll just move in with the Panther here,
On my way.
and we'll pot shot this guy. Maybe we end up backstabbing our own mech. Hopefully we don't. I think we did. I think we hit that mech there. Oh well, the Whitworth moves up, fires on the Clint. Actually exposed the structure there. Hunter moves up, also fires. Did a little more damage. Scorpion moves up, does not thumper. I'm glad.
Ready to get it on.
We're going to have the Spectre walk in and kick rear arc.
I get you. On the move.
Nice.
Target's taking a critical hit.
That was a lot to that Clint.
That hit something good.
Indeed it did.
Awaiting orders.
The Assassin can come in, and which side do we want to... This is actually still rear arc. I'm a little surprised this one's rear arc. Acid leg destruction. And a gyro destruction.
Scored a critical hit.
Very nice. More internal damage there. This is going to be a knockdown, guaranteed. And an ejection. Let's get out of here. That was an absolute milk run. Which is good. That's what we need right now. We need to make some money. We can't be affording to take risks. So, I mean, in terms of damage that we took there, it was really very low. Like, maybe 5,000 C-bills worth of damage tops. We used a little bit of ammo, so that'll cost us, but... yeah, 3k there, drop costs, and our heatsink and coolant costs. But we still ended up making 21,000 C-bills in raw pay. So that's great. We took very little damage. We could potentially get 4 Clint parts. These pulse lasers, though, these are very tempting to me right now. Engine Core 240. We'll take that. Not anything else amazingly good. I guess we'll take a powered sensor. Okay, we got a Clint part, 2 Mongoose parts, an AC-5, which we do have 1, but we'll keep it. A medium laser Exostar, we'll keep that. We'll keep all of these pulse lasers. These generic armor, we already have 2 generics. Get out of here. Engine Core 240, we have 1. We'll sell that. Internal combustion engine, we'll sell it. We're probably going to want internal combustion engines for our vehicles, but for now, this will be fine. Standard FCS, we'll get rid of them. Ferrofibrous armor, we'll keep that for now. Heatsink, we have 22 of them. We can get rid of that. This remote sensor dispenser, we have 1. I'll just get rid of it. We have both of these powered sensors. We're keeping them. Standard fusion engines, standard structure, AC-5 ammo we'll keep, and Deadfire SRMs? We're definitely keeping Deadfire SRMs. Wonderful. Plus 50% SRM damage. I like it. Okay, Yang, what do you got for us? How long is this going to take? Probably not very long. Very little armor damage, really. Like I said, like 5,000 C-bills, maybe 3 days? That's my guess. I have no idea how correct that guess is. But Yang will tell us in a moment. What you got for us, Yang? 10k and 3 days. Do it. Okay, so it's actually only going to take 2 days. That's fine. We'll just tick forward those 2 days. That's all done. Wonderful. Now, do we have anybody who is currently active? No. No, we do not.
I'm here.
We'll just go through these real quick for promotion scans.
Yes, Commander. Orders?
Nothing. That's fine. Now, we should definitely tick forward at least a couple more days here. We're at 1.1 million C-bills right now. I would absolutely love to get an engineering upgrade going. Betapod would be amazing. It's too expensive to really justify right now. I'm basically just looking for the cheapest one, and it's actually the machine shop. Okay, we'll do that. We're still good on our finances, but now we're not wasting time. And realistically, I should have done that before we ticked forward for the repairs. We're going to tick forward just a couple of days here. Okay, that was one more day than I was hoping to take forward, but it froze there for a second. But now we're ready to deploy again. We have mech warriors that are good to go. However, it's a little late in the episode. I usually don't like to put a cut in when we're only at 20 minutes like this. So, that's a thing. But that said, this series has gone long, a lot of episodes, so maybe it going short is okay. So I'm going to put a cut in here, and next episode, we are going to go get more funds. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.